So, good morning, dear parents, and welcome to Back to School Night 2020. So, my name is Madame Janine Karam, Madame Karam, and I'm very excited to work with your children this year to teach them French. Even online, I think I can make this happen. So, I've been teaching for La Mécanique Public Schools since 1998. I've taught chemistry and French. I've been teaching French for the last 6 years, French in middle school, so I'm very excited to do that. Kids are super fun at that level. So I have 2 degrees, one in instruction curriculum and the other one in education leadership. I grew up in Montreal, Canada, so I'm fluent in French. And I live in Ashburn with my family, husband, 3 children, my bernedoodle, and my 2 cats. So, French 1 and 2 will have office hours every Monday at 12, from 12 to 12:30. So please encourage your children to stop by, ask questions, and seek help if needed. So what will your children learn in French 1 this year? Well, in French 1, it's basic stuff where they learn to kind of learn numbers, colors, alphabets, classroom expressions. They'll spend a lot of time on readings and formal, informal. They learn adjective words describing themselves, family members, likes and dislikes, activities. It's all about themselves. It's about their world. We also learn about the weather, again, the school, and finally we cover the food section last quarter and how to order in a cafe in a restaurant. And of course, there's some grammar also in here, and we spend a lot of time on the present tense and conjugation verbs. So. In French 2, quickly, we cover leisure activities, weather, holidays, vacation, hotels, tours, and we do a lot of past tense. In the second semester, we spend a lot of time on past tense and on direct and indirect object pronouns. So that's a big theme on French 2. What kind of tools do we use in distance learning? Well, I already use these things, but now I'm going to use them even more. So to learn vocabulary, we use a couple of apps, which are Quizlets, and they're going to have almost every week a list to study. And that's with their homework, most likely. We do it's a game kit. It's another app that's like games to practice vocabulary. There's Kahoot, Quiz-Is, Duolingo. All these are great apps to practice vocabulary. They'll have opportunity to do on their own, during the lab time. So for listening, we use This Is Language, TIL, Edpuzzle, and Yabla. For verb practice, we use Conjugamos. For reading, we use the magazines and some books, some digital books. And synchronous, we use Pear Deck, which is an online, again, app. For speaking, we use Flipgrid and also Schoology, of course. And your child most likely is going to have a pen pal, a French pen pal. So when we are there, I'll send an email just to make sure you guys are okay with that. Permission click. So you will receive a permission click this week. Just all these couple of apps that needs permission from the parents, and most apps require students to log in through the LCPS Google account. I believe so. Most are kind of pretty secure, but because of the age, we need to have this permission click turned in. So I appreciate you guys do that as soon as possible. When I turn in this week, probably I'll put it in the Schoology and send an email or through Phoenix. So we use actually 3 modes of communication in here. We do the interpersonal communication, which is kids learn to interact and negotiate meaning by speaking to someone. They're going to practice speaking to someone or writing to someone. So that's called interpersonal communication. Interpretive, that means they're going to read something and interpret what the meaning is, or listen to something and then understand what they're talking about. That's the second mode of communication we use. And then the presentational communication is when they present something. And we do a lot of that in class. So I teach them something, we practice, then they have to create something. It could be a video, it could be a letter, it could be a podcast, it could be, okay? So that's the presentational communication. That's basically presenting what they have learned, in the French words we're learning. Grades. So the students will have 4 to 5 major assessments for this quarter. Probably only 4 for this quarter because it's a very short quarter. 4 to 5 formal assessment, which are they don't count, but they're practice for the major ones. And then finally 2 to 5 minor assessments, which are worth 20% of their quarter grade. And that comes from the LCPS last policy they put in place. Google Meet expectations, yes, we meet every single day, and I really keep the kids for 90 minutes, and I use that time to teach things, go over things, let them work in groups in the Google Meet classrooms, and in the breakout rooms. We'll create those for the kids to get a chance to work with someone else. So I teach them like 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then they do things and they come back to me, and so it's ongoing. So the kids are expected to be there the whole 90 minutes and to practice reading, speaking, all kind of things. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to email me at janine.karam@lcps.org. And if you need any questions, just don't hesitate to email me. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.